Welcome back, guys. Ben here, and today we are checking out a game called The Void. It's a wave-based survival horror FPS inspired by the movie The Mist and spiritual theology. You are placed in an eerie swamp arena surrounded by the void to face endless threats. Equipped with just one weapon, limited ammo, and a fluid movement system, fight to survive the void. This is from developer The Horseman 4. Jeffy Zachariah is also listed as the dev as well on Steam. And the release date is Q4 2026, so it's just got like a window release at the moment. And the demo is available on Steam right now, so I'll leave a link as always to the Steam page in the description below if you want to try this out for yourself. But it was quite interesting. It's, at least you're going to start with just one life. So as soon as you get hit, you're dead. You are able to earn additional lives. You got to earn your ammo. There'll be spawns outside the church apparently that will give you, based on your playstyle, ammo, lives, or other abilities and things like that. So we're gonna see what it's like, see what it looks like. I actually personally really like the movie The Mist. I haven't seen it in a long time. From what I've seen in the screenshots, it looks very much a little bit like Scorn or that kind of thing as well, where it's got like kind of fleshy guns. I don't know a better word to describe that. So yeah, we're gonna check it out and see how it plays and what it's like at the moment. So sit back, relax, like, comment, subscribe. This is The Void. Survive the void. Find absolution. This is their first project as a solo dev, I believe, as well. Be calm. Excitement will get you killed. This is what the void wants. Don't get excited. Have a miserable time. We're playing this 4K on ultra settings, I believe. Doesn't let you customize it though, like just like low, medium, high, ultra, etc. And the audio is just a slider of overall audio. It's not split out at the moment. There's not much else in the way of settings. See what I mean? Fleshy gun. This is our fleshy weapon. It like moves. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Limited ammo is gonna really cause me problems here. What was that sound? Purchase code. Oh, okay. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. R was like a shield, I think I just used. It's blurry. There's our thing. Okay, we're relocating. We got some explosives. I don't know why we've relocated. This is like the church bells and lighthouses where the enemies are coming from. Apparently. Massive eyeball. And all the enemies have weak spots, and if you don't hit the weak spots, you'll have to burn a lot of ammo to take them down. Okay. So it relocates you away from the church, but then you can go to the church each time we get an extra life. There we go. So we can take an extra hit. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We actually lost our life there. Great. The weak spot thing there, isn't it? I keep pressing R to reload, but you don't need to reload. Survive the void to open the church. Okay. Shift is a little dash thing there as well. We got some ammo, 20 ammo. Apparently they come from everywhere. Oh god. It's the disorientation of being teleported around. Good audio though, in terms of I can hear where things are at the moment. That'd be my thing. It's very hazy. I don't know if that, it feels like my eyesight. Feels like my eyesight is like lacking. I have above 20/20 vision. I've got lasers applied to the eyes to fix them. It seems very I guess there's like some I said let me show you the settings. It literally is just low to low. So you got low, medium, high, epic, and ultra. And that's what we're on. And it's running very well. Motion blur is off as well. I think. What way round is it? Yeah, because there's no camera bob. So motion blur is off. But it's not just me, is it? Like, it's got that little haziness. God, don't want to get trapped. I'm not too sure why it sometimes teleports us. Oh, I pressed R again to reload. I need to really get out of that habit because I don't need to reload. And basically just teleports you away, but you want to kind of make your way back each time to the church. And it's just my bad aim. Like, the shooting is actually pretty, like, shoots where I want to go. Cool, like, dark environment and everything like that. I only want lives, though. I don't want ammo. Oh, God. Oh, we're approaching the void. That's, like, the edge. Oh, that's the edge as well. How do we get back? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Yeah, we're out. We're out. Didn't survive. Didn't survive. Whew. Okay. You're basically just getting attacked and you just restart the level. You survive the void, the church will then open, and I guess that's how you, like, win the game. I think we play some wave-based shooters from time to time, and this one actually handles the shooting quite well, and the enemy variety is quite interesting. What I'm not sure about here is just from a replayability. You've only got the one weapon. There's nothing in the way of, like, upgrades or getting, you know, stat increases or anything. And it's a little bit disorientating. You can't set up a nice position and hold off things. You're getting teleported out your comfort zone. Which is interesting as a mechanic. Like, it's not necessarily a criticism. Okay, we get our extra life. But yeah, it's very good use of darkness. We're here again though. Where was it again? It was this way, wasn't it? Still an enemy chasing us? No. Okay. Some more ammo. Audio is pretty good as well. I think that's my main thing, is that... What? My main thing is going to be how viable, realistically, is this going to be from a replayability. Aim for the head, slow motion, and flashlight scope helps. We have a flashlight scope. Interesting, like, weapon design as well, having the gun be all fleshy. I actually know how we... What are the controls? Aim down sights. Flashlight is F, Q is explosives, and E is shield. And then you get a slow motion with R. Okay. Okay. Let's, Oh, it shows you a little... like, predator aim. Okay. And that's kind of meant to symbolize where the enemies are coming from. But they can be false, so you can't, like, rely on them too much. think it actually only relocates us if we hang out at the church. I think if you stay around, they're gonna come to you. If we move away. Okay, so it's only if we're standing in the church that it relocates us. We're figuring it out as we go, making sense of it. But yeah, I think the lack of variety might hurt this game. And it's a cool idea because you've got that kind of thing of, well, you can focus on being really tight and really good with what you do have. But if you think about what other wave-based shooters offer, like if you're saying like play this instead of Scare Ritual, play this instead of COD Zombies, play this instead, you know, it's got a lot of nice unique stuff to it. Get an extra shield, there we go. Okay. Right. Okay. But it doesn't have the variety like that some of those other ones will have. No different weapon types. No different maps at the moment. No, like, upgrade cards or giving a player a choice of, like, choose one of these three. I know it's not then a roguelike, and maybe I'm designing a different game here. Shit. Oh, explosive. There we go. Do you want to give me any danger of giving me ammo? There we go. Oh, I pressed R to slow-mo again. We're gonna stay here. I don't want to relocate. I want to just sit here and hold the line. It's kind of basically saying where the enemies are coming from. Gotta be not wasting rounds. He says, proceeds to waste multiple rounds. 13 bullets. Then that means there's like probably 3 or 4 enemies coming from there, 3 or 4 enemies coming from that way. That die? That was a weird one, wasn't it? Okay. Giving us some more ammo. But I said you don't have to do any wall buys, you don't have to like open up any new areas. I'm not sure why we get one of these rounds every now and again. It's like a harder round. Weird, because it's got a lot of promise. Whoa, 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 whoa. And I like the enemy variety. That's pretty cool as well. And like I said, does give you that survival horror feeling. You're very tight on resources. Oh god, right. 20. We have a few missiles. We can use a shield as well. Okay. Not much in the way of UI either. Like, is it like surviving 12 waves or something? Is that what the clock's to do with? Is that like the 9th wave we're on? What I can say is it runs very well. I'd say it's a little bit hazy. Far away. I'm just gonna blow him up. We've got explosives. Okay. Like I said, you can't always trust the bells. Apparently they do have phantom bells and lighthouses, so they're indicators, but you don't necessarily want to rely on them. I guess the idea is you spend too much time looking at one direction and then enemies come up behind you. We've got another life though, so we can take 3 hits. We've got 26 rounds. Remember, we do have the slow-mo we can use. Trying to make the most of the full kit, isn't it? knowing when to use what. Which I think, from a gameplay point of view, and keeping it very... what's it called? Oh, no. I hung out too long there. Keeping it very, like, restricted in a way. They've done a really good job of that. And I think that's probably helps because they don't have a load of variables, and they do just have the one weapon. Oh, shit. Oh, we're frozen. Whoa, okay. Okay, I think the ghost froze. Oh, the spider thing frees us. I don't know. We didn't take damage from that, which is good. Very dark, even with the flashlight. I mean, the flashlight works close range. I think this game could do with just a tiny bump in the lighting. Like, tiny bump in lighting. And removing the haze. I don't know if it's like film grain or if it's like artificial fog that's just not coming through properly. Because I get it's like influenced by the mist, so it's trying to be misty, if that makes sense, but it looks like it's very nice shooting from the hip. It's nice aiming down sight, especially when you've got the flashlight on and you've got the little predator thing. I don't know what the wind condition is, though. Is this the last wave? Is that... I'm not 100% sure. It does have a little, like, how to play. And then, which is... I had a little read through. So, gives you some stuff to start off with. Item will spawn each time at the beginning of each wave. And then enemies will have weak points. And the church bells and lighthouses, don't trust them. And then don't go into the void too much either. So yeah, it's what is here is very nicely done. But we don't actually have any... Oh, no. I'm using my shield. We actually teleported at a great time there. That was a great time to get the teleport. I guess you can use that relocation to your advantage to get out tough spots. Did we win? Is that what that means? Yay, okay. Cool. So is there another level, or is that just the end of the demo? Would there be another? Yeah, thank you for the playing. So that's the demo completed. So I guess what I'm keen to know is, like, is this... Would that then lead to another area, another map? Like I said, they've kind of got that its core thing is because it says it in the blurb. You're equipped with just one weapon. And yes, you do have the variety of... You've got the shield, you've got the dash, you have the flashlight, and you have the explosives, the bombs. You get ammo drops from the church regularly. But I guess I'm just a little bit curious about the direction of it, because obviously it's inspired by those 90s kind of FPS wave-based shooters. But it wants you to have quick reflexes and be a bit more calculated and spending your ammo wisely. So, on the one hand, I'm very intrigued by that, and your movement shooter and stuff makes it feel very good. Could they add finishers like they do in Doom, where, you know, you can then get some resources back that way, like you weaken an enemy enough and you can like just stomp it or something like that. Not having a health bar and having a hit system also makes it give you that 90s feeling, because you're then, you know, you don't have a health bar and regaining health. You've kind of just got like a live system, like what you'd get back in the arcades in the old days. Yeah, I think it's very promising. I'm curious how much this would be priced at, and my only hesitation is what is the replayability? Because for me, even with this demo, you know, would they have leaderboards? Would they have like co-op? And I know it's a solo dev project, so maybe some of these things are just out of scope. And I'm trying to see on the Steam page if they've got a roadmap, because that could be quite useful. But I think it felt nice to play. I think they've really honed on the gameplay. I really want to hammer that point home. It felt nice. I think the distance, it felt a little bit too hazy. And I know it's meant to be misty, but it felt like it was like, you know, when you have DLSS cranked to like ultra performance and it just makes it look like shit. I mean that needs to be looked at a little bit. But I like the enemy designs, and they had some different enemy types that were doing different things as well. Difficulty options would be good, so if you wanted to go in and try it more difficult or easier as well for some people. But yeah, I think it's missing, and I don't know if it's just because I'm a little roguelike slut, for want of a better word. I love everything that has like modifiers and those kind of things. I don't know if that's just me being like, oh, it would be nice to have some upgrade options or some choices, giving player choice. So you can choose different runs to see if you can play things in different play styles. Maybe you want to start, or maybe you want to sacrifice some explosive capabilities so that you can hold more ammo, or I don't know, sacrifice shield but have more health to start with, or having a regenerable health, something like that. I don't know. So there's different things you could play with it. I think, like I said, the main concern I have is that it's really built around just having that one weapon, and the weapon's cool and the weapon fires where you want it to go. I've got no problem with the gunplay. Felt absolutely fine. But is that enough to keep people interested? And that's where it comes to price point. If this is like a £3 or £4 game, solo dev, first kind of title, they're going to learn a lot from this, and this is like a nice little project where you could probably sink 4 or 5 hours in, and it's got a few maps, and that's that, then great. If it's going to be like £15, £20, you're going to want co-op maybe, you're going to want a lot more content, you're going to want a lot more variation and player agency. And I think that's the bit where we don't know what that is at the moment, you know what I mean? We don't have that. So just my 2 cents. I really liked it. I thought it ran really well as well. I thought it looked good and it ran really well. I think, like I said, just that little bit of, it might be running really well because obviously it is a small map in the sense of things. A lot of it is a boundary that you die and you can't go into, and it's just darkness. But like I said, that viewing distance just felt a little bit off to me. But maybe that's part of the horror and the tension. So fair enough if so. But yeah, what do you guys think? That was The Void. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.